Villanova's season isn't over. But with 3 games left, it's almost on life support. The Wildcats, who were coming off a bye, lost their second straight on Saturday against Elon at home, 19-14. They were ranked 13th in FCS. The Phoenix, 7-1, picked to finish next to last in the Colonial Athletic Association, came in at number 10. Their loss was to FBS Toledo in the opener. Villanova is 4-4, 2-3 in the league. A 7-4 record might be enough to get into the playoffs. Next up is Richmond, 4-4, 2-3, which was 19th before it lost at number 22 Stony Brook, 6-2, 5-1. It will be an elimination game. But so will every remaining game for the Wildcats, who have been gutted by injuries to key players. True freshman Kyle McCloskey, Germantown Academy, got his first start at quarterback. The Wildcats led by 7 early and by 4 late in the third quarter. But on 3 possessions after that, they got 1 first down. That was with 14 minutes to go. They did have a chance when Tre Johnson returned a kickoff 65 yards to the Elon 35 with 4.5 minutes left. But after a holding penalty on first down, they went 4 and out. Elon had taken the lead, 16-14, at 10:51 of the fourth quarter on a 21-yard pass from true freshman Davis Cheek to Tre Marsh. But the Phoenix missed the extra point. Johnson made a 28-yard field goal at 4:45. Villanova, which lost the field position battle, had 12 fewer first downs and 225 less yards. The Wildcats did force the only 2 turnovers, both interceptions. McCloskey, who was harassed a bunch, went 9 for 20 for 137 yards with 2 touchdowns. He rushed for 65 yards on 19 carries. Cheek threw for 357 yards and 2 scores. Cortez Weeks had 11 catches for 65 yards. Desson McNair ran for 90 yards on 20 carries, as Elon became the first team in 10 games to gain more than 100 on the ground against Villanova. Elon's wins have come by a total of 28 points. This was its fourth quarter comeback. This is the most points Villanova has scored in its 8 losses the last 2 seasons. "We have a lot of young guys out there," said first-year coach Mark Ferrante. "We just don't have enough in the tank right now. They still have a reason to play other than pride." "Nothing's over," said defensive lineman Ricky Young. "But it could be, with one more loss." They also lost to Temple on a late field goal and at Albany in overtime. "The last game I started was in high school," McCloskey said. "A lot of things I did in those games I can't do in this game. Whether it was my first start or my 100th, there were some plays that I needed to make. I made some. And others I left on the field. The margin for that is now gone."